Have you ever caught yourself endlessly scrolling through YouTube or social media and then realize it's almost impossible to sit down and focus on your own work? Or maybe you always need something playing in the background just to feel comfortable existing. If that's you, I hope this video can be a small pocket of stillness, just painting with me, slowing down, and talking about something that's been on my mind lately. The internet has inspired me in countless ways. Social media gave me the courage to create, to share my work, and to build a little corner that feels like my own. I honestly don't think I would be making videos without it. But somewhere along the way, I realized that consuming inspiration isn't the same as creating. I can spend hours watching incredibly beautiful videos or painting online. For a moment, I feel so inspired. I want to paint, I want to create something beautiful too, but then I open a blank canvas. Suddenly the excitement disappears. Because the internet mostly shows us the finished painting, it rarely shows us the artwork first layers, the uncertainty, the ugly stages, the hundreds of boring, quiet hours that came before something beautiful. Sometimes watching other people create tricks my brain into feeling like I'm creating too. I feel inspired while I'm watching, but the moment I put my phone down and it's my turn, I don't want to begin anymore. Because the more I consume, the more I compared, the more I compared, the more I wanted to imitate, and the more I imitated, the further away I felt from myself. It's not just painting, it could be everything in daily life, cooking, going for a walk, exercising, writing. Everything looks so beautiful when someone else is doing it, but when it's my turn, all I can see is the effort. So who are we when we stop consuming? I started wondering, if I stopped watching everyone else's life for a while, who would I become? I once heard someone say, the hardest thing is trying to be someone else. The easiest thing is simply being yourself. It's ironic because most of us spend so much energy doing the opposite. I don't think authenticity is something that we need to find. I think it's something that quietly returns when we stop drowning it out. I've noticed something interesting. The joy I get from endlessly consuming content feels exciting, but it's temporary. Creating feels different. It's quieter, slower. Sometimes I need to accept the boringness, but less exciting at first, but somehow it's much more peaceful. Maybe none of us are running out of creativity. Maybe we're just giving all our attention away before we ever get the chance to hear our own idea. I don't think art has to be impressive. I think art is simply the act of meeting yourself, whether that's painting, writing, filming, cooking, or making something only you ever see. I believe we're all born as curious, creative souls. As children, we could spend hours drawing, building imaginary worlds, making little crafts out of whatever we found around us. We didn't really care if it was good or bad. We created because it's simply joyful. I don't think that part of us ever disappears. Sometimes it just gets buried beneath so much noise from the outside world. To be honest, this is something I still struggle with all the time. I have to catch myself falling back into that endless cycle of consuming content. It's surprisingly difficult to stop scrolling, put the phone down, and simply begin, even if it's just for a couple of focused hours. The other day, I checked my screen time report and I saw that I've been spending more than 4 hours a day on YouTube and social media. I literally went, oh my goodness, that's way too much. I hadn't even realized how much of my day was quietly slipping away. It wasn't that every minute was wasted. I was watching beautiful videos, of course, getting inspired a lot, but somehow I was spending so much time watching other people create and not enough time creating myself. I'm curious if you resonate with this too. If you do, I would genuinely love to hear how you deal with it. For me, it eventually became a commitment to myself. There comes a point where I start feeling mentally cluttered, too much noise, too much stimulation, too many other people's thoughts. I notice myself become more distracted, a little more anxious, and strangely disconnected from my own inner world. That's usually when I pause and think, okay, I can't keep living like this. I need to come back to myself. And the funny thing is, studying is always the hardest part. But when I place the first brushstroke, pick up my pencil, or maybe just write the first sentence in my journal, something begins to shift. Slowly, without even noticing, I become immersed in the process. The outside noise become quieter, and the painting or whatever I'm creating start having the conversation with me. I've also realized that no amount of watching other people create can answer the question, who am I? I can spend hours watching beautiful paintings, beautiful films, beautiful lives, but none of that tells me what I want to make. The only way I've ever discovered that is by actually creating, by sitting with the blank canvas, by sitting with the silence, sometimes even sitting with the boredom. Because our minds have become so used to constant entertainment that silence almost feels uncomfortable at first. But if I stay there long enough, something interesting happens. Little ideas begin to surface. My own curiosity slowly come back. It's almost like hearing a quiet voice that was there all along. I just couldn't hear it over all the noise. Some of the little activities I found very helpful are maybe taking my sketchbook to a little cafe or the park. Sometimes I light a candle, open a blank page in my sketchbook and just painting whatever I feel like. Or maybe simply closing every tab on the laptop and giving myself one uninterrupted hour to just edit a video. Or just writing, journaling, reading a book with no other distraction around me. It doesn't matter what activities is, what matters is that it brings me back to my own inner world. And something I found almost ironic is this, the life I sometimes worry is too ordinary, too boring is actually the place where I find the deepest joy. Not the exciting kind of joy that comes from endless stimulation, but the quiet, peaceful kind. The kind that reminds me that maybe I don't need a more interesting life. Maybe I just need to be fully present in the one I already have. I don't think we need to be so strict with ourselves. Of course, I'm not a monk or Buddha to delete every app, quit social media forever. I mean, it's introduced me so much beauty. It's connected me with talented artists all over the world, inspired my work, even the reason we're sharing this moment together. I just think inspiration has a point of diminishing returns. There comes a moment when watching one more beautiful painting, one more aesthetic vlog, isn't actually making me more creative anymore. It's simply delaying the moment I begin. And that's actually my little reminder to close the app, put the phone down, and let my own imagination have a turn, to see what I have to say before I fill my mind with everyone else's ideas again. I think it's all about finding that gentle balance between being inspired by the world and giving ourselves enough quiet to become part of it too.